Hi, I'm Grandma Judy. I know I'm pushing 80 and I have all the wrinkles to prove it, but I am having a great life and I'm hoping you are too. I just got back from Arizona a few days ago. Oh, it was so nice. It was warm and toasty and lots of rocks and minerals, which I really love investigating and doing. Lots of shops that I really didn't get a chance to go to because we were also looking for land. My daughter and I are thinking about moving to Arizona because we live in Washington State, high desert, and it's cold and it's windy and we get snow and ice and just nasty weather. We only have like 4 to 6 weeks of decent weather. Um, the last couple of weeks of July and the month of August, everything else is cold. I don't like cold so much anymore. Now, Washington's a great state. I'm not knocking it at all, although it is a blue state, which means the taxes are high, the fuel prices are high, the crime rate is high. A lot of highs in there I'm not crazy about. But we found two really nice, flat, even acreage. And guess what? It already has a septic, water, and electricity on it. That is a big deal because that means I don't have to hire contractors and all this other stuff to get all that in. So, yay. It doesn't have any living quarters because it's been used for like an RV lot or something. Um, but I'm thinking really strong. I'm sitting here in my hobby house, and it's a 20 by 30 building. And I'm thinking it'd turn into a really cute little tiny home. It doesn't have a bathroom, but it is insulated. It has electricity. It's sheetrocked. It's very comfortable. So I was looking, and you know what? I can get like a combined RV uh, bathroom that they built for replacing a bathroom that's maybe gone bad in an RV or a trailer or something. And I can get that for just about $1,000, and it has an enclosed shower, a toilet, and a sink, and it all comes in a building in its own little building thing. So everything is going to be waterproof and set up. Kind of like the idea of that, and it's not very big. So I can get them in different sizes. I think I'm going to go with the middle size. But that gives me a bathroom in the hobby house with a nice shower. And the other expense would be, of course, one of those on demand hot water heaters. I had that when I lived off grid and it worked really well. So it doesn't worry me a bit. Um, and then don't think I want to do a whole kitchen because we have such nice appliances today. I don't think I have to. Uh, a microwave, a crock pot, uh, I forget what they call it, but the one that has the steamer and all of that into one pot, and you can even can in it, a pressure cooker type thing, and a toaster oven, and a little toaster oven. I think I've got everything I need. Oh, well, my teapot, because it's just me. Well, my daughter some of the times, but she's always on these diets. She eats 100% meat, no carbs, no vegetables, no fruit, no, that's just not fun. So I like stews and beans and soups and roasts and things like that. So I'm thinking, yeah, I don't even have to have a real big ass kitchen anymore. All I need is a sink with a drain, so I can do dishes. Pretty small. And a nice little cabinet to put all my pots and pans and dishes in, all my cookware. I might even really go heavy and get like a little two burner so that I can use a frying pan or something if I want to. But anyway, I was thinking that's all pretty easy. And then across from the bathroom, I can put in a little bedroom, probably a pretty big closet because, hmm, well, this is 20 feet wide. So I figure 8 feet for the bathroom. And then the balance of that would be big enough to put my little single bed in and a big closet. I know. So that would work out pretty good. And then I still have all my area to do all my wire wrap jewelry and having fun with that and having friends over and having a nice seating area, things that I have anyway. And the only difference is I would give up 10 feet. So instead of 20 by 30 feet, my living space would be 20 by 20 feet because I'm not going to include the bathroom and the bedroom as part of the living space. So, but a 20 by 20 open concept so that I can have my computer and I can have chairs and stuff set out so I can have friends over and doing stuff. Sounds about right to me. So, give me your feedback. Tell me what you think. I'm pretty excited about it. Now, the truth is, it's probably going to take 2 years to do the move. Uh, my daughter has exotic plant business. She's just started. She's only been at it for about 6 months, and it's doing okay. But if she wants to be able to support herself, it's going to have to be better than okay. Now I have, um, I paid for the land. It's all taken care of, so I don't have to worry about that. Um, it will cost me between $15,000 and $20,000 to have my hobby house moved to Arizona. I know. I've got to go across the end of Washington State, the little corner of Idaho, cross over to Nevada, and then into Washington. And then I got to go to the other side of Washington because I like the Kingman area, and that's where I bought. But the area is flat, and this building was brought in on a flatbed, so I can just hire a flatbed to haul it back out. They'll just jack it up, slide it under, put it down, strap it down, do all of that sort of thing. I have to empty it all out, which is be a bit of a challenge. But then I can just turn around. I can follow the big truck with this on it to Arizona in a U-Haul. So I can take all the stuff out of here, put it in a nice sized U-Haul, and follow them down. I think I can do that. And if I think it's going to be more than I can do, I can hire somebody else to drive the U-Haul at least part of the time. Because I don't do big traffic. No. I live way out in the country, and traffic driving is a skill. It really is. And since, we see 4 or 5 cars a day out here, and during harvest and stuff, I might see a lot of trucks go up and down our road, but they're just going over to drop it off at the mill. So, you know, not a big deal. And it's only for a couple of weeks out of the month. And then again in the spring when they're putting the crops in, of course. But I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I can find somebody else that can help me drive it back and forth so that I don't have to deal with that. And I can put a big wide load sign on it so that I don't have to pay the extra expense for having a wide load. Because you have to have a vehicle following it, letting people know that a wide load is there, and one probably in front. So we'll see. But I'm taking a U-Haul kind of the way to go, along with the big flatbed trailer. So anyway, I want to know what everybody thinks about this, or if you know something better. Now, I've looked at replacing this in Arizona, and it would cost me about $65,000. I know. And that's before I put in the bathroom and the kitchen. So, and this one's paid for. I really like it. It's very comfortable. It's easy to heat, it's easy to cool. So I'm thinking I'll probably take this one, but we'll see. And while I was there in Arizona, I love junk stores. And so I went into this one, and I think it's called Chloride, Arizona. Anyway, and I bought this little necklace. Actually, what I bought was a big box of odds and end jewelry and beads and whatever's in there. And I asked her, I said, do you have any odds and end things like that, one of a kind earrings, that sort of thing? Because I make jewelry and I can take those apart and turn them into more pieces. And she thought about it. She goes, well, I have this one box. Haven't been in it in years. I don't know what it is. And she brought it out, and it looked like a big picnic basket, metal picnic basket with the little folding handles over the top, and it opens from both sides. Really cute. I said, okay. And I opened it up and I could see there were beads and jewelry but other things too that I had no idea what were. And I said, okay, how much do you want for the box? She goes, oh, you want the whole box? I said, well, yeah, you know. And my daughter's up back there and she's going, Mom, where are we going to put it? That car is full. Well, we found a place. And so she said, well, I'd have to have $80 for the box. Said, that's out of my price range, but I can give you 50. And so we settled on 50, and I bought a bunch of Arizona Highway magazines that I'm really enjoying going through. They're from the 1960s, so it's kind of fun. So I bought that, and I never opened it until just the other day. I had a girlfriend come over. I promised her I wouldn't open it till she was here. And I found this nice little set, and I really like it. I like bright colors. I like big beads and things. So, yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think. But yeah, I'm liking this a lot. But Arizona again, it was so nice. I mean, the nights are cold. I mean, the nights are right down there in the high 30s, low 40s. But the days, oh, 70, 80 degrees, bright sunshine. Just couldn't tell you how much I enjoyed that. And like I said, we found a great spot. So please let me know what you think. Is it a good thing, a bad thing, an oh my word thing? Or if you have suggestions on how I can move my hobby house and stuff and save some dollars or whatever, let me know about that too. But really excited. I know, even though it's 2 years away, there's a lot to get ready to do because it's not just me, it's my daughter. And she has 2 horses that would have to be moved. That means we'd have to have all the fencing and everything up and some sunshade, she calls them mare hotels, uh, and put up. So there's a lot to do. So we might make several little trips before we make the big one. In fact, I'm sure we will. But yay, so excited. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, because I'm really trying to get to that, what is it, 1,000 subscribers thing. I'm almost to the 500. So if you could get me to the 500, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Bye bye. Love you all. Grandma Judy.